It's amazing, isn't it, Jill? She's played this event 10 times, and her win-loss record here is 25-9. We're talking about Natasha Zvereva here. Only bettered by Evert, Navratilova and Sabatini have won more matches than Natasha at this event. So we would expect sort of a bit of fight out here.
Hingis.
Well, that's extraordinary. Another break for Martina Hingis. 4-love in this opening set. And obviously Zvereva enjoys this tournament, otherwise she wouldn't keep coming back like this.
15 love.
Do players very much have that, you know?
Oh, definitely. They have their favourites on the tour, and they keep going back time and time again, and they get to know, you know, sightseeing things to see, you know, the people that are involved in the tournament. Yeah, they definitely have their favourites.
Once Hingis had reached that drop shot, really inevitable she was going to win the rally. Double fault of the match.
Up. 40-15.
Oh, we know she's a great returner of the ball, but Natasha Zvereva just isn't putting her opponent under enough pressure with that shot. 5-love opening set. Welcome back. Martina Hingis, well, she'll be feeling very comfortable at the moment. 67% first serve. You compare that to Zvereva. The unforced errors, 10 from Natasha Zvereva, only 4 from Hingis. And really, as the players were changing ends there, Annabelle, we were talking about how disappointing it is, the fact that Zvereva just doesn't seem to have got her head together at the moment.
It would appear that way. I mean, I don't really feel that Martina Hingis is doing anything exceptional out there. Yes, she's keeping the ball very deep and she is dictating the rallies, but she's not doing anything in particular. It's much more what Natasha Zvereva's not doing. As you say, many unforced errors. It's all looking a little bit sloppy right now. I'm sure it will come good. She's going to have to pull something out of the bag. She's too experienced a player to sort of go down this easily, I think.
So serving to stay in this first set. Foot fault called.
I think there's a feeling when you're playing a world number one that you've actually got to do more. So you sort of press more and you go for the lines more, and then you end up making many more errors. She's not actually playing her game at the moment. I think she's playing sort of Martina Hingis and
Oh dear.
was very close. I don't think Martina's going to argue with that one.
She's so clever at outmaneuvering her opponent.
Always. She just takes complete control of every rally. Again, very, very good footwork. Watch how she gets herself right in position here and, as you say, completely outmaneuvers Natasha Zvereva.
Advantage Hingis. First set, Hingis.
Yes.
6 games
Well,
to love.
she was clinical in her opening game. She maintained that
Second
throughout
set,
the opening set. 6-love.
I think Natasha's going to want to put that one right behind her very quickly and try and pull her socks up a bit here.
How does she do that? What has a player got to say to themselves in this situation?
You say, right, forget that one.
Yeah.
Get more balls in the court. Not going to go for so much. She seems to be going for everything off the return of serve and missing many, many returns of serve way out of court. You know, get the ball into play. Make Martina make some winners. See, Martina's very clever at what we call junking it around, and that's exactly what we saw in that rally. She, you know, a few deep ones, a few drop short, slice ones, you know, really mixing it up.
40-50.
And she's so good at improvising as well, if she's not exactly in the right place. Wonderful hands.
Oh, my word. Well, we haven't seen too much exciting stuff coming off the racket, but that was definitely vintage Natasha Zvereva.
Hingis.
Oh, that's just so sloppy, isn't it? After playing such a good point, and then it just all goes to pieces.
Yes.
Let's hope we're not in for what we call a double bagel.
Well, I'm quite certain Zvereva will be very anxious to stop the rot. 7 games all in favour of Martina Hingis. Natasha Zvereva, of course, she has been ranked as high as 5 in the world rankings. That was back in '89. But I mean, I keep mentioning her doubles record. I mean, it is absolutely extraordinary. 18 Grand Slam doubles titles and 2 mixed doubles. And when you look at the fact that she's reached 26 of the last 32 Grand Slam doubles finals, that is phenomenal.
Oh, it really is. In fact, she's now 14th place on the all-time record list.
How do you rate her as a great player as far as doubles is concerned? Of course, she had that wonderful partnership with Gigi Fernandez.
That's right, and then with Davenport. I have to say, she's one of these players that has kind of crept through, and you know, she doesn't immediately spring to mind as one of the great doubles players. You tend to think of Navratilova and Shriver, You know, I have to say Natasha Zvereva doesn't spring to mind, but when you look at the record, it is phenomenal, and there's no taking that away from her. And the same for Martina Hingis. I mean, already an unbelievable doubles record for somebody who's only 18.
Yes, 7 Grand Slam doubles titles for Hingis. 5, of course, in singles. And many people will be surprised about that because, of course, all the attention for Hingis for her singles, but actually a better record in doubles.
Well, I think she's been very smart in her career. She, you know, from juniors upwards, she's played an awful lot of doubles in her junior career, and she knows that there's an awful lot to gain from playing so many doubles matches. And what she's done is, of course, improved her singles game through the doubles play. She's improved her volleys, she's improved her approach shots, her racket hands, you know, speed, racket speed.
Yes, much more positive rally there from Zvereva.
She's on the scoreboard.
A cheer from the crowd here. And I think nobody more relieved than Zvereva herself.
Oh, wonderful, brilliant. She's another one who just looks incredibly laid back, doesn't she? It all looks so casual, but she's just got great hands at the net. Look, watch this. She just stands and watches it.
She just seizes every half chance, doesn't she? Steps in on it. Keeps such a good length of shot herself.
First. 13-15.
Of course, the big problem when you push so deep in court, you don't have the possibility of playing a drop shot then.
No, drop shots are definitely meant to be played off the right ball, and it's choosing the right ball to play them off that's the tricky one.
Yes, nicely done.
30
I think maybe earlier I was a bit harsh saying that Zvereva should try and mix it up more. She wasn't really given the possibility to do that.
No, well, Martina keeps such a great depth, as you were saying, and takes the ball so early. It's very difficult to take control yourself. Well, that was a good return, mixed it up. Instead of just clonking it for a winner, she went for a short angle.
So an opportunity here for Zvereva. First time she's even threatened the Hingis serve.
Well, that's a great shame, because that really was an opportunity to take a 2-1 lead, and she went for the big winner as opposed to just getting it back into play and playing a bit more percentage tennis.
Oh, that's nice though.
Advantage better.
So that second break opportunity on begging. Yes, good rally.
Advantage better.
Well, we expected to see rallies like that right from the start.
Yeah, I think she needs a few more of these type of rallies to get herself really back into this match, but that really was a great point there by Zvereva.
Third break point. That's a pity. Two lovely backhands earlier on in that rally. Longest game of the match so far.
Advantage is.
Auf der Vorhand, da ist sie ein bisschen spät.
Well, she's weathered the storm. Martina Hingis holding on to her own serve. 2-1 second set. Welcome back. Martina Hingis struggling with that service game, but strapping on that right wrist of hers certainly doesn't seem to be impeding her so far in the match.
Well, there's the first serve percentage of Natasha Zvereva, down at 40%, which is very, very low, and that's quite a crucial statistic. That's got to change if she's going to have any impact on Martina Hingis at all, because once she's made to play her second serve, Martina's already standing up the court and totally dictating the rallies from that moment on, and that's where we see her moving Natasha around at the back of the court and finishing it off, usually with those big backhands down the line or a drop shot. You know, again, just totally taking control.
Love 50.
as worrying signs the fact that she's openly showing the frustration that she's feeling inside.
Well, she's just not winning any of these baseline rallies at all. Yeah, the minute you get into this baseline rally, you always feel Martina's the one that's going to come out on top. She's the one who's keeping it deep into the corners. Well, I have to say, this is disastrous for Natasha. I'm not quite sure what's going through her mind. She seems to have lost all confidence in any game plan at all.
3 break points. And another break by Hingis. First break, of course, of this second set. And Martina Hingis 3-1. Looking very comfortable indeed. You know, at the start of this match, I really expected to see some very long, hard-fought rallies here. It just hasn't happened.
It hasn't. We saw a glimpse of it right at the very beginning of this set, second game. We saw a couple of great rallies, and I thought, you know, all she needs is a couple more of these, and it could really turn this match around. And all of a sudden, you know, the errors are flowing out again, and then the sloppy double faults. Yeah, I'm really not sure what's going through her mind. As I said, you know, there doesn't seem... I mean, that's just desperation.
Court to really try and play that shot. But here's an opportunity to try and break back. Yes, she's done it. And Natasha Zvereva, the number 11 seed, has broken back. 2-3 the deficit in the second set, but she has the serve. Welcome back, and surely breaking the Hingis serve for the first time will help to lift Natasha Zvereva. But look at those unforced errors. 25 for Zvereva, only 10 to Hingis.
Well, it just sort of sums up the match, doesn't it? I mean, you hate to be too negative about the way she's playing. You can't take it away from Martina Hingis, who, as we know, is just incredibly solid. Hardly any errors are going to come out of her racket. You know, the placement is so accurate, and, you know, she's junking it around, she's mixing it up. Haven't seen her venture into the net too much, but when she's got there, she's not really messed up, has she? Just not really being stretched, though, at the moment.
So, very important game as far as Zvereva is concerned.
Oh, well played. It was a terrific backhand, deep into the corner. Struck with a lot more authority. Phenomenal. Effortless. I mean, she hardly looked like she did move her feet on that one, and just swung at it. Great winner.
Yes, nicely done.
Well, that's far more positive from Natasha Zvereva. An opportunity here to level the set.
And she does it. Back on level terms. 3-all in the second set. One just senses that it's perhaps beginning to come alive.
Like 15.
That's a good serve. Just showing how calm she is.
Well, this is a great choice of shot. It was a deep shot into the backhand corner, and she just smashes it for a winner. Oh, well played. You almost feel like she should be up at the net more, don't you?
Definitely. Of course, the problem is finding the opportunity when you can go forward against a player like Hingis.
Brilliant shot. It's not often Martina Hingis is wrong-footed at the back of the court, but that really was a terrific shot. Set up by that brilliant return of serve.
Sehen, wo sie den Ball vielleicht hinspielt, aber
Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, that time The attempted drop from Zvereva, simply not good enough. 4-3, second set. Hingis, first serve percentage, 65%. Compare that to Zvereva, and that perhaps the big difference between these two players in this quarter-final match. But Zvereva has played herself back in. She's in there fighting in this second set after a disastrous opening set, losing 6-love.
Yeah, you sort of feel she's just too casual out there. You know, everything's all a bit loose, and
it is very much her style, so, isn't it?
Very much her style. She's always been like that. I mean, I remember her playing in Fed Cup matches when she was 13, when she first came out on the tour, when, you know, here was this new young Russian upstart, and yeah, incredibly confident, cocky, and very laid back. A little bit like a Kornikova, actually, in some ways. Not that dissimilar. Well, it's a rare error off the return from Martina Hingis. You don't get too many cheap points from her.
Her fifth double fault of the match.
Well, that great serve setting up that easy backhand winner for Natasha Zvereva. Just helps if you get your first serve in. It makes such a difference. Oh, that's brilliant. Well, perhaps not quite as good a smash as she'd have hoped, but didn't seem to make any difference to her at all. Very calmly goes for the backhand winner down the line. 30-all.
Zvereva does find some incredible angles, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She's a very, very talented player. You know, these angles, you have to get the protractor out to measure them. She finds them. And I think a lot of that's down to her doubles play. You know, you learn those angles on a doubles court. She's got great feel of the racket. Well, she knows that was a missed opportunity. She should have tightened up there. Back to deuce. Much better first serve. played.
And that's where she had to fight hard for it.
Well, this will be interesting to see how Martina Hingis copes with this situation. A love first set, and now finds herself serving at 4-all in the second set.
You were talking about Martina Hingis not giving away easy points. Is that purely the mental toughness of the young lady?
Yes, absolutely. It's a talent in itself to play those big points the way that she plays them, and there's no question, you know, that's something she was born with.
Can it be taught, though?
Yes, it can. I mean, you can try to teach a young player the important points and what kind of shots to play on those important points and what not to go for. But it's difficult to hold a talent like a Natasha Zvereva or an Anna Kournikova back when they just want to hit the cover off the ball.
Well, I mean, like Anna Kournikova, I mean, that previous rally, she hit that outright winner and then makes a mistake on the return of serve. It's also hit and miss.
It's a bit like the Williams sisters in some ways. I mean, they are so good for the game. They're so exciting, but they're very hit and miss.
So Zvereva will have to serve to stay in the match. So what can Zvereva do? She's got to serve to stay in this quarter-final match. More winners from Zvereva than Hingis, but also a lot more unforced errors. Just really emphasizing your point, Annabelle, the fact that she's hit or miss.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hate to be harping on about it or too negative towards Natasha Zvereva, because she is a very exciting player when she's playing better tennis, but you know, this match she really hasn't strung it together. You know, you can't take it away from Martina Hingis. She has just played a very solid match. She's done what's required of her, and she hasn't really had to lift her game at all. But I kind of wish that Natasha had got a few more first serves in and had pressed her a bit more. Oh, that's good play. That's attacking. Serve and volley. Throw in a couple of those just to mix up Martina.
Are you surprised she hasn't done that earlier on, though?
Yeah, I think that the fact that that was a 6-love first set, I think maybe she could have done that a bit more.
The second ace. So often having to play shots when she's off balance simply by the quality of shot from Martina Hingis.
Well, I was about to say that that's the best game we've seen Natasha Zvereva play, and all of a sudden it's back to 40-30 and not looking so hot again.
Oh, that's amazing. What a shot.
It's amazing, and that comes down for all those years and years of drills, practice sessions, and being so accurate off that backhand side down the line. Fantastic shot.
My goodness me.
Hold your breath. At least Martina can smile about it. That kind of hung on the top of the net for about 10 seconds.
Just extraordinary.
Oh.
Yes, it's far from over. 5-all in this second set. We're never certain as to what Zvereva's going to do next. I guess that's why she's an exciting player to watch.
Great shot. I think that's the thing about her game, is that she's so talented and so natural, and she has a lot of choices that she can make out there, and I think that's probably her biggest problem, is which shot do I play next? Oh, this is looking very different all of a sudden. We were 2 points away from victory just a short while ago, and all of a sudden it looks like Zvereva could be up 6-5. Love 30.
Well, Zvereva did well to reach it.
Well, it was just so cool under pressure from Martina Hingis. Great drop shot. That's unusual.
Wow.
I think she could see Natasha shaping up to go for the big winner on that one. Felt she had to serve it deeper and ended up double faulting. Oh, that is brilliant play. Martina Hingis read that point brilliantly. You watch her move. She's already moving and has covered that down the line. Great point.
And to play it on a break point as well. Again, the courage of the lady.
Well, just such a almost casual volley, played from a very difficult position on the court, and yet she still managed to control the racket head and hit a deep volley, and that was what counted.
Oh, that's sweet. Again, so she was reading the drop shot, already on the move. Off she goes. Oh, my word. Well, what a fighter. From 15-40 down, holds her serve. And once more, Zvereva has got to come out and serve to stay in the match. Well, we sense that the match was going to come alive. It certainly has.
Time.
Just time for a little bit of contemplation from Natasha Zvereva. She's still under pressure, still has to come out and serve to stay in this quarterfinal.
I think what's so impressive is the way, you know, Martina's been cruising her way through this match, hasn't had to really do very much. All of a sudden, Zvereva strings a few points together, is right back in it. And, you know, we just watch Hingis raise the level of her game just enough. She just tweaks it and comes out with some fantastic shots.
Yes, nicely done. I do like it when Zvereva has the courage to come forward like that.
Well, she's very good at the net, you know. What we'd like to have seen more of is more first serves to enable her to get there. But I think her serve's been letting her down. That was a great point. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that, 100 miles per hour on that first serve. 30 love. Could be in for a tie break here, Jill.
Very much looking that way now. That's wide. 6-all, and indeed we do go into a tie break.
Well, this is looking much more interesting now. Zvereva right back in this match.
Yes, you really have to give credit to Zvereva, of course, after that first set where she was completing.
Second serve.
Oof,
That's incredible,
just
isn't it?
found the line. I mean, that was not an easy shot to control. But she gets up to it, puts enough spin on it, comes inside the ball, and just sneaks it down the line.
So the first mini break.
3-0 Hingis.
So now 2 mini breaks. Very difficult to get that sort of thing back from Martina Hingis. She's just so good on these big points, isn't she?
That's why she's world #1. It's the players that can play those big, important points well that counts.
Yes, you can see the frustration, and that's understandable. Desperate situation now for Natasha Zvereva. 5 down in the tie-break. So the players change ends. Zvereva, I think, forgetting that.
Yes, I think she was concentrating on the match point that she's got to face now. Forgot that she had to change ends.
Well, it's just extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, it had really turned into such a battle, such a fight. And then Hingis again just raising her game. Match point. And she takes it the first time of asking. So Martina Hingis safely through to the semi-final. 6-love, 7-6. And in that semi-final, of course, she will meet Jana Novotná, the #3 seed.